This is where this car spent most of its life. And somebody just comes up to me and asks me, "Oh, you saw that?" It has been a solid minute from the 323, but we're back. We're so back. Today, I am so excited to film this video. Let's dive into this. Okay, so I think it's almost been like 2 months since we've last seen the 323, which I had just done the brake job, driven it around the road, and then at the end of the video, I had mentioned that the next time you guys would see this car, we'd take it on its maiden voyage. Now, I kind of did that low-key. Let me explain. Since I uploaded that video, this car has been to its first car show. Back in April, we had a little car show at our local drag strip, and I actually met up with a couple other Mazda enthusiasts with some 323s and a Mazda MX-3, and we went out, showed up, and it was so cool. It was such a really neat experience. I've driven this a few times to work and all that, just to kind of, finalize it, but today is the official maiden voyage of the 323 of 27 years. Documented. So back when I bought this car, I knew the previous owner was a golfer, and he told me the place where this car spent most of his time was at a golf course that he worked at. Fun fact, I actually worked across the street from that golf course for a couple of years, and today what we're going to be doing is pretty cool. The maiden voyage of the 323, we're going to be going to that golf course and having a photo shoot session with the 323 at that course. That golf course is where this car spent pretty much a majority of its time with its previous owner. So it's going to be kind of like a little time capsule for this, since this thing hasn't driven for, so long. And then pretty much the first place it's going to go back to was a place where it spent, most of its time. So we're going to take it there. We're going to do a photo shoot as its maiden voyage. I think this is really, really, really cool, and I think it's going to be a fun little thing to do today. Now, some more things have been happening behind the scene with this car that you guys haven't seen, and I want to go over everything. So pretty much, long story short, I've gotten the itch to modify this. And I told you guys that we're going to do error correct things. So let's quickly just go over everything that I have for this car so far that I'll be doing in the next, couple months. I've imported a set of Advan AVS 6, and I had these powder coated in a white to match the 323. So we're going to be doing a white on white action. The 323, these are 14s right now. These are 15s, so I'm really excited to get these on. These are going to be really soon. Now this right here is probably one of my favorite parts. Picked these up from another local Mazda 323 enthusiast. These seats came out of the Mazda 323 GTX, so the hatchback rally version, bolstering on the side and the bottoms. So we're going to clean these up, we're going to swap these in, and then this will kind of make it like the official, GTX, or what it should have been, or how close it was to being GTX. These are really sweet. I can't wait to put these in. I managed to get a set of H&R lowering springs for this car, so we're going to be lowering it on a set of brand new H&R lowering springs, and then I got a set of KYBs we're going to be putting it on. And then the final piece of the puzzle is I got a little bit of exhaust stuff going on here, so we're gonna get this thing a little loud too. And then I totally forgot, I have a filter mod for the airbox, so we're gonna get some induction noises as well. So basically I have all the things to make this an OEM plus the build. Can't wait to get started on all of this, but the maiden voyage is the most important, and I've been waiting to do this just so I can start putting all the stuff on. And so like I kind of keep saying, this car's like a time capsule. I've kept all the memorabilia or kind of, cool little things that I found in this car, kind of for like, show pieces. So we have the last temporary plates of this car was in 95 of December. And then we have the plates dating back to this car in August 1995. I found a speeding ticket in there that he got. And then I actually found the transfer form for insurance of when the previous owner bought it from the dealership. He bought it for $8,400 Canadian back in July 17th, 1993. Then there's a couple other little things here, like I found a golf ball, golf stuff, dog tag, some parts receipts. But yeah, these are kind of, memorabilia stuff. I thought this was really neat. Cool little things you find in, kind of a time capsule car that just kind of sat for so long. But that's enough yapping for me. This car is ready to go on its maiden voyage. So yeah, it runs good, it drives really good, like I said. I've driven this a few times and everything's pretty much mint about it. So I also ran out of gas in it too once. It was kind of funny, not funny. One thing that works, actually, and we found out, is the adjustable suspension works. Now the shocks are very boaty, but when you put it into cruise, you can notice the difference, normal and especially sport mode. When I'm going around a corner in these things, I gotta put it on sport mode because it's super boaty. So hopefully the lowering springs kind of help out with that a little bit. Do I look big in this car? I mean, the biggest complaint I have about this specific car so far is the wheel. I mean, you guys can see that on the camera. I mean, this thing is massive. So, yeah, so I mean, I've been waiting to do this for a long time. I mean, I bought this back in November. It's basically like June almost. And I mean, this car, I'm very thankful for. Pretty much came out of the box perfect. I couldn't have asked for a better situation of a car that sat for so long. And I mean, here we are. I mean, we legitimately did all the resto, whatever that was gonna happen to any car. Did the brakes, and we're already driving this thing. But I mean, for sitting for 27 years, being able to rip it, I'm super thankful for this. I feel like today is kind of like me, the end of this whole like living it on from, you know, like where it kind of stopped. And I feel like now we're gonna kind of add, you know, the modern day or kind of spin on it. And I want to say the modern day spin, I just say my own spin. So now we're gonna start adding wheels to the car, a little bit of my taste, even though it's all, you know, kind of era correct stuff. But I mean, yeah, it's nice. This thing drives really good, even over bumps and stuff like that. Like it's for, you know, for an 89, this thing's more quiet than my Mazda Speed 3 with $900 coilovers on it. It's kind of funny, like I hit these potholes. Let's talk about things I like and I don't like about the car. Things I don't like, it's a boat. For what this car is like, I don't know, I hope the suspension was a little bit more stiff. I mean, it's pretty good in sport with the electronic damping, but like for what it was back in the day, and I know the suspension's probably a little bit blown, I hope it was a little bit better. I feel big in this car, and honestly, when you put this car beside a modern day car, the size difference is huge. So, and then what I don't like about this specific car is this wheel. I measured this wheel at like 15, 16 inches. It's massive. It's way too big. I'm gonna probably switch this out for like some Momo, like maybe a 300 mil, just to have it like a little bit smaller. Wow. Just so it's not like, I mean, my knees are like against this thing 24/7. It's actually pretty nimble. I've managed to kind of swing it around a corner pretty hard, you know, like literally holding onto my boat wheel and bracing myself because it has no bracing. So I'm really excited to get it on the springs. Hopefully it's a little bit stiffer with those KYBs. Other than that, like honestly, everything about the car I like. Everything in the car still works, like the power mirrors, the power windows, the sunroof pops open and closes, although the seals are a little swollen, so it's kind of difficult, kind of scary because it's all like mechanical, like and I think my most favorite part about this car is when we brought it to that car show, so many people came around the car and were so like either confused by it, or there were so many enthusiasts, like older people that knew what the car was. So having a conversation with those people and like living in their past and, you know, what they did to their 323s. Like I talked to a dude that owned like 3 of these cars, which is insane because you wouldn't be able to find 3 of these cars in the same place, or 3 of these cars being sold within like 10 years. That's how rare they are now. So it's really neat to hear about people's stories and how enthusiastic about these cars they were and how much they praise these cars for, you know, what they were back in the day. If I'm completely honest, I haven't driven this as much as I want to. And honestly, I think that is because this wheel does make it a bit of a pain in the ass to drive. And it's a little bit of a boat, so, and it's a vacuum cleaner. It's so quiet, it's insane. So regardless of that, we're about to pull up to our little destination and we're gonna shoot some killer photos of this thing. Get its kind of first official photo set. Fun fact, I've actually taken photos here before, so this will be interesting. We are here at Meadow Gardens Golf Club, and from what I'm aware, this is where this car spent most of its life during the 9 to 5. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I would assume this car would have, you know, sat over in that area. you know, parking. Over there, this is kind of some external parking. I just realized I parked in not a good spot. But this is where we're gonna do our photo shoot. I've shot here before. There's kind of like a gravel lot right here where we can kind of get some angles, but this angle right here, just the side shot with everything in the background, is arguably one of my favorite shots. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead, put the lens on, and snipe some photos. Oh man, this is just awesome. This is so cool. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but I literally taking photos of this thing, and somebody just comes up to me and asks me, "Oh, you saw that?" And I'm like, "No, I'm like restoring it, blah blah blah." And then, "Oh, that's really cool, like nice car, blah blah." And a Mazda CX-9, by the way. And then they were leaving, and I guess there's some other people in the car saying, "Oh yeah, it's a Mazda 323 and blah blah blah." Dude, oh, this thing is sick. All right, my little photo shoot with the 323 is complete. If you guys enjoyed those photos, I'm gonna go ahead and mic up the car now. I don't think this is gonna do much considering the exhaust is down there, as you guys can see, and it's a vacuum cleaner. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and pop one in the engine bay right now. The intake is also a closed system, so I'm not sure we'll get any sounds. I'll get in a boost a couple times. Hopefully there'll be some induction sounds, but I'll get the POV going as well. But let's go ahead and hit the road home. Guys, that's all with the 323 today. We are now home, and that was its maiden voyage. I'm excited to be home because now that means we can modify this thing. So as much as it was short-lived, this is your final pretty much look at this car before it gets dumped. I don't think it's actually going to get dumped. It's just learning experience. It's not that bad. I think it'll be cool because I think it's going to handle so much better, but it's going to drop it such a, you know, a decent amount to where it's not overdone and overkill. It'll kind of give it like that OEM plus kind of look. So I'm really excited to do that. So first things first, this will be lowered, and then I'll probably do like the intake and all that stuff after. But I enjoyed what was pretty much like the final kind of drive of, you know, how this car sat for 27 years, and now we're gonna put my own spin on it. It's a really cool, enthusiastic thing that, you know, I wanted to do it. I'm glad I got that done today. So now we have some fun. All right, that's it for today. We are going to work on getting it ready for that driven car show. That's in like 2 or 3 weeks. So I got a very minimal amount of time. I do have minimal things to do to it, but I also got to do a paint restoration and hopefully look at maybe fixing that fender dent that I have in the front. And I got to get the tires on these wheels. If you guys are excited to see some, well, I mean, they're kind of era correct. These came out like maybe 10 years after the car came out. If you guys want to see some era correct wheels on the 323, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching the video today. Keep it real. I'll see y'all in the next one.